Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the GROW program. Thank you for growing with me on today. I am broadcasting now out of the lighthouse today, where it is like next to impossible to find peace. I was informed that they're going to be working on the roof here soon, so gotta get ready for that. Telling you, it's something trying to find a quest for peace, just to be able to give you a word from the Lord. And the word from the Lord is love. God is love. God is not about your money. God is love. And I was thinking today, as we were talking about garlic. Garlic has been around for thousands of years, fighting colds and flus. Has been used for fighting colds and flus for thousands of years. And it made me think about an incident that happened when we were in the haunted house. When the neighbor next door, kindly gentleman, Mr. Lenny, brought over a package. And he brought over one of those great big industrial boxes full of garlic. And see, I didn't know anything about garlic and its curative, methodologies, trying to get my words right. I'm telling you, this is one thing. Anxiety is something. And I have the anxiety because I can't find peace at the house, at the lighthouse. So I have the anxiety that I'm always going to be interrupted and I got to hurry up and try to get my word out. And I need, rather than being relaxed and, but I tell you what, I go with the flow of God because God give me the time when it's right to do the word. And the time is right now to do the word. So he brought over this great big industrial cardboard box of garlic. And I wasn't there that day. And he gave it to Brian and told him that they found 6 bodies in the basement of that haunted house, and the garlic was to ward off the spirits. And Brian was already scared, and that really spooked him. That just sent him right on over. And he dropped that box of garlic off and said that and turned around and walked on back to his house. And when I came in, I saw that big box of garlic sitting there, and I asked him what happened, and he told me. And so now, we've been on a journey with this, learning about this garlic. And I just found this out, researching here within the last, week or so about, thinking about, because I've been eating healthy. I've been on a healthy journey, trying to eat healthy, trying to make healthier choices to put in my body. So that, I can help my body to help me to live. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to help my body to help me to live. So I don't want to go against my body and put things in it that's going to hurt my body. I want to put things in it that's going to help my body. If it's not going to help my body, it's really no point in me eating it. It's useless. It's fruitless. It's worthless. So why put something in that's you put junk in, junk out. So, let's that's why I have to start trying to eat healthier. And the times when I used to eat meat, it used to bother my stomach. I had digestive problems because you got meat sitting there, and I gotta tell it to you like this because I love you. You got meat sitting there. You're gonna eat meat three times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You got meat sitting there that's trying to digest, it's churning, trying to digest. It takes meat days to digest. And so we steady piling on more meat. And meat was not even designed for the body. The body goes through so much trying to digest that meat, then goes through so much with the preservatives from the meat, the cancer-causing chemicals that preserve the meat. I don't mean to, just totally turn you off of meat, but I got to tell you what, like it is. I have to tell you how I learned, and you just do a little at a time. You can't do it all at once. You do a little at a time because we on a journey. Rome wasn't built in a day. Don't nobody expect you just, all of a sudden, okay, bam, all of a sudden. No, it wasn't like that for me. I've been growing on a journey for a year. It's been a year. October 10th was when the podcast was first broadcast. And the website was created. Big beautiful website. 5 minutes, within 5 minutes, it was just up, just like that, so fast. And I didn't know the first thing about making a website. I didn't know the first thing about making a podcast. Barely knew anything about YouTube. But God has brought us through. God has made a way, because it is God's time to grow. It is not just me. The beloved ancestors, the godly spirits, are the force that are driving this movement. I'm the one. I just put the plan in action. But I'm going to tell you something. They already had the ball rolling. Because when I was in a haunted house, I spoke it out, what they put on my mind, on my heart: grow. I didn't know what grow meant. What does it mean? I asked. I said, God, what does it mean? What does it mean, beloved? And they said it out right then and there. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Right there. I'm telling you, God is moving, honey. This is God. This is not me. I'm smart, but I ain't this smart, to whip up something like this and put it together, make it happen. God is moving. I'm so grateful and thankful to God. I'm so grateful and thankful for you, because I'm gonna tell you, I would not be where I am if it were not for you. You growing with me, because see, you lift me. We linking up, we locking up, and we lifting up. I'm telling you something. My steps falter. My steps aren't perfect. I have bad days. I have days where people say, don't recognize the good things that you do. I always want to recognize the bad that you do. Don't want to, I'm telling you, whenever you come with love, somebody come with hate. They come with something else. They come to try to destroy your day. They come to try to turn it around for a horrible way, trying to mess you up. I'm just trying to mess up your whole day, turn your smile upside down. Honey, we have those days, but we have to still turn it around and keep our eyes focused on the solution. The solution is to grow. God then gave us a plan. Here we stand, man and woman, linking up, rising up, locking up together. We are stronger together. And I'm going to tell you this, there's nothing weak about a woman. There is nothing weak about a woman. She can lift the world, and so can a man. It takes two, me and you, and we can make it do what it do. We can lift the world, honey, for its breakthrough. We can make the world a better place for tomorrow, today. You and I, growing for a better way. I'm grateful, I'm humble, and I'm thankful to have you growing with me, in the midst of all that we are dealing with: sickness, oppression, death. It's just, when everywhere you turn, you can't even really turn on the news. You can't turn on anything, because it takes you there. The oppression will take you to depression, because see, you focus on it so much, and you are attracted to the distraction, and then there it goes. These stories, one right after another. These stories, these horrible stories that you're constantly hearing about in the news. But the thing of it is, what we have to do, God then gave us a plan. So now we're going to rise. We're going to grow over this oppression. We have to. We can't wallow in it. We can't be a part of it. We can't focus on it. We got to focus on the solution. We got to grow. I'm telling you, it's stuff, scary stuff all around. They talking about the mosquitoes now. Now the mosquitoes is bringing death. Death everywhere. Death, destruction, honey. Please, look, put your blinders on. Because look, we got to keep our eyes focused on the Lord. I know what they say about this. I know what they said about that. But we got to keep our blinders on and keep our eyes focused on the Lord. We got to keep growing, honey. Because I'm going to tell you something. Honey, honey, honey. When you godly, you godly got it. So you got to hold on to God, honey. Grab hold of God because you godly. You growing in God. It ain't no accident that you growing. It ain't no accident that you here, honey. So keep growing in God. You got to grow anyway. Grow in God for a better way. Each and every day. Let's rise. Let's rise, kings and queens. We are the keepers of the dream. Speaking of the keepers of the dream and the freedom fighters, on this day in 1955, some musicians, Ella Fitzgerald, Dizzy Gillespie, uh, Eleanor Jacqueline, and some others were arrested simply because they played for an integrated group of people, because their segregation was going away. It was going by the wayside. Some people were fighting to keep it going, and didn't want them playing, and they were arrested, and they said they were, it was Eleanor Jacquet and Ella Fitzgerald. She's sitting there looking so beautiful and so sad, and what a sad time for them. But Eleanor Jacquet said, I will do it again because it's for the future. So they did it for us. And so now we have to carry on the torch for them. They are the force that are driving this movement. They are not asleep and they are not resting. The beloved spirits are not asleep and they are not resting. They are growing. They're godly spirits. And they're growing with us. And they're driving this movement. And we're going to rise. And we're going to grow over this oppression. And we're going to drive out the hate and make the world great. You and I together, stronger together. We can make a difference. We can be the change to lift the world, to make tomorrow better for our future. So we doing it for our tomorrow. We doing it for the young people for tomorrow. For our children, our grandchildren, and the other children. We have to. We can't sit and do nothing. We can't sit and do nothing. We have to grow. We have to grow in God. We have to be the change. Change starts within. Because once we change, and people will see our light shines outward. We are the lighthouse. We are the beacon of light. We are that light that can shine the path for others, that'll lead them the right way, that'll show them the way to go. And we are the lighthouse. The lighthouse is within you. That light is within you, concealed within. So let your light shine and light up the world. Your beautiful light. Let your beautiful light illuminate every day so others can see. No matter what someone brings to you, no matter how somebody tries to turn you around, how somebody tries to pull you down, how someone tries to take you there. Honey, I was tested, and I used to fail the test, but not now. Now I know what to do, honey. I grow over. I keep on growing for the breakthrough. So I don't even look over there. I don't look at the oppression. I don't look at the evil. I don't focus on it. I keep my eyes on the Lord. As they whatever they doing out there, the spiritual warfare, trying to go around me, trying to do this, do that, trying to get over. I'm going the speed limit, but I'm telling you, they in such a hurry to get nowhere. Then I catch up to them at the light. They sitting there just looking crazy, honey. I just got to keep my eyes focused on the Lord, honey. Just keep trying to do the right thing each and every day. Trying to do the right thing. So that's what you do. Just keep on trying to do the right thing. Always do the right thing. We got to for the breakthrough, because that's what God wants us to do. Keep on growing righteously. It's something what we are dealing with every day. Every day, day in, day out, the oppression and depression. But it's time to grow. It is God's time to grow. God and gave us the plan, dropped it right here in our lap. Man and woman, it's time to grow. It's time to rise in God, time to rise to reach your greatness. Grow, great mountain. Grow. Grow in God. Be encouraged. Be lifted. Don't let nothing take your joy. Don't let nothing steal your happiness. Focus on the beauty all around you, the beauty within you. Everything is beautiful. It really truly is. Don't let anyone tell you different, that it ain't, because it is. Everything is beautiful. Just so happen we got some evil down here. We got some hatred, that we trying to drive out. We trying to make this world beautiful and great for all. Genuine equality and righteousness all over the world for everyone. That's what we aiming for. And one by one, till evil and hate are done. Two by two, God and you to get the breakthrough. We are stronger together. So I want you to be lifted. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to know no matter what it look like, you are not alone. Keep on growing in God. Keep on rising and reach your greatness. You have great kings and queens, warriors who are around you on the scene, and here we are growing in God. We are a king and a queen, Dr. King. So we going to keep on keeping with the dream within us, our dreams. Don't tell no one your dreams. Show them, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Begin to make it happen. Speak it into existence. Make it happen. Put it right there. It is right there. You get ready. There you gonna do it. Just like when I didn't know how to I didn't know how to make no website, but I said, God help me. What do I do? God showed me. God did it, honey. God made a way. When I didn't know how to do no podcast, God showed me how to do, honey. I run that podcast. I got to go, tweak it and do little different things because I'm noticing different stuff about the numbers. That's kind of, they not giving me the numbers right. So I got to go in there and tweak it and fix it, especially after I come back off my little journey I'm getting ready to go on. I got to go on this mission, and you're going to be hearing more about that as, the days come. Because God is making a way. God is moving. Because I never thought that I would ever be able to make a trip such as this. But God has made it possible. God has made a way. And I am very excited, motivated to tears of joy, and sometimes, yes, I get sad, but I have to turn around because it used to be a time where I really would dwell on the oppression and dwell in the depression, and be all in the depression, but not anymore. It's too much work to do. God got me growing for a breakthrough, so I ain't got time for woe is me. I don't have time for that, honey. I really don't. I'm so busy. I don't even have time to sit in no pity party. It's busy at Grow headquarters because we moving and we growing, we rising, and we gonna rise to reach our greatness each and every day, no matter what's going on around us. We got to keep our eyes on the prize, on a daily journey with God. That's what we on. A daily spiritual journey with the Lord. And so, kings and queens, keep on keeping with the dream. No matter what it look like, keep growing in God. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. We gonna do the godly thing. We are going to do the godly thing. Keep growing, rising to reach your greatness each and every day. I love you. You are not alone. Be lifted. Be encouraged.